Hello everybody! Today for Sunday Funday, we're going to see how I draw a ghost hunter. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. For the rest of you that want to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Alright, so the idea for this one is going to be... Well, okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. It's very, let's see, if he was busting ghosts, I do not want to get into any kind of legal trouble, so I'm not going to say that's what they're doing. But, it's the same kind of holding the, same kind of stuff and whatnot, but, he's hunting ghosts. But yeah, it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's very much thinking of a ghost busting type kind of character, but he's hunting ghosts, and I want to make him like a warrior, like he's actually like fighting ghosts, that kind of thing, because it's just our idea, it's what we get to do because it's Sunday Funday and we get to create however we want. All right, so I'm just going to start off with some quick sketches to try to figure this out and see where it goes from here. And I think I want to give him like a sword, some kind of, I was thinking about some kind of ghost trapping type kind of thing, but I think, instead of trapping, I think he's battling, so I want him to have like a big old ghosty type kind of thing or a ghost battling weapon, basically. So he's protecting himself, and just a bunch of little pockets and things like that he could be carrying stuff. He could be carrying charms and things to ward off evil and that kind of stuff, so like the normal Fortnite or whatever kind of suits that have pockets and packs and stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna load him up with that kind of thing. Something really fun, something different, Okay, just regular old shoes, nothing too crazy, but just regular boots, very military, like a person that is busting ghosts, jumpsuit and combat boots, that kind of thing. That way it's easier. And, we can concentrate more on the fun stuff upstairs rather than worry about what's downstairs, right? Maybe. We'll see. If we got time, we'll do some crazy stuff, but I already have a lot planned for his pack, or I'm sorry, sword, and in his other hand, I'm going to do like a ghost detector, they've always got the EMF detectors and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna build him some kind of ghost detecting item, something like just kind of crazy, just a box that reads ghost stuff, And that's kind of the nice thing about it is because they always just use electric box things. That's all we got to do, something like that. But we're gonna I want to do something a little more extravagant, a little more meter reading type kind of thing. So we'll see what we come up with, just kind of play around. All right, but I want him also to be like ready for combat. So I'm gonna give him a shoulder pad here and elbow and protectors and knee protectors and that kind of stuff. Not because he's gonna fight with them, but he's gonna get knocked around. He gets thrown around a lot. He's used to this kind of stuff. And I want him to have like maybe a helmet, or something to keep the ghosts out. That's basically what I want to do, is design a anti-possessor helmet, right? And some, it's just some kind of night vision goggles, that kind of thing. That's very ghost hunting type kind of, wear, not wear, but weaponry, right? They always have detectors and night visions and that kind of fun stuff. So, you know, just something all built into like an overall ghost hunting helmet, right? I thought about maybe making some kind of like cameras and stuff, but yeah, we'll see if we have time. Like right now, it's all going to be about this awesome helmet that is going to keep the ghosts out, and we're just going to add some kind of crazy stuff to it, like maybe, I don't know, some antenna, you know, just something crazy to make it look like it's electronic, a little anti-ghost something, you know, because I'm going to make him like I consider him what I think is like a scientist, you know, and he built all this stuff pretty much like one who busts ghosts, you know, using science and math. He built all this stuff. You know, this is not a magical sword he found someplace. He had to go to Home Depot and buy the parts to build this, you know. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's the rough idea, you know, and I can just build off of this, because the small tiny details I don't need. I'm not going to worry about that. The tiny details will come out with the Sharpie. So I say we erase some of this and then welcome everybody that skipped. And you don't have to erase if you're working with pencil. You just start pressing harder. But me, I want my Sharpie to stand out. So I just got to get rid of some of this and get going. All right, so welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than a fine point. You can find the things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of it, but left myself a ghost of an image to guide myself on this Sharpie adventure. So I'm going to start with the Sharpie pen, because I can control the line widths much better, and I want to do some of the finer detail of his eyes. Now, normally I would be doing like eyes here, but I want to throw, well, the eyes are going to be back a little bit, so the goggles are kind of sticking out, so to speak, right? So basically I'm drawing the eyes further out, so that's the eye, it's going to be turned like that. So if that's the top, that's what's seeing out, that's the eye, that's the top, it's going to turn like that. So we're going to see a little bit of the projection. So that's kind of why I do a little bit of an extended type kind of eye, and then build off of that and just kind of make some kind of kooky, wacky eye, night vision eyes, you know, something like that. And then we're gonna build some little technical details, and we're going to do this with the entire thing, is just kind of throw on little technical details that we're making up. And so it's 100% made up, and we don't have to explain, well, why is this there and why does this do that? Well, we don't know. I mean, he's hunting ghosts, so there should be other things you're worried about than the technical details. Then you know, you should be worried more about other things like ghosts than the specifics of why I put this on here. It's, you know why? You want to know why? You want to know why? He looks cool. That's it. And, you know, that's what we use Sharpies for. So I'm gonna just add some nose details, and that's all we can really see. Just a little bit of the nostril, maybe a little bit on this side. We're gonna give him like a little mouth, like ooh. You know, I'm hunting ghosts, where he sees one, so it's a little bit of an open mouth. You know. We'll give him a little bit of a lip, but that's all we're really going to see, because we'll let color take care of the rest. So I'm just going to draw the side of his head over here. Just kind of bring it on down to his chin. I'm going to give him a little chin strap for his helmet that he's wearing. And then I'm going to start to sharpen up or add the thickness of that Sharpie, because when I switch to it, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm just going to start to thicken up these lines, and you don't have to. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. We'll meet somewhere in between. But I know what it's going to look like. I know how thick that's going to be. So I'm going to start to thicken my edges up. But it's a personal choice. Like I said, you can do it if you want. You don't have to. So I'm just going to build him some kind of like an ear type kind of piece. He's covering up his ears, because he's also like, you know, he's trying not to get possessed. He's trying not to let the ghost get inside. And he's trying not to hear the certain things. Or maybe he's trying to amplify the sound, you know? How many times do you guys watch the ghost shows? Do you watch those Ghost Hunter and how to trap a ghost and how to eat ghosts alive? all the shows that everybody's like, did you hear that? Stop. Did you guys hear that? And so, you know, it could be something like a little rapping like that, but everybody stops. So I just gotta give him some kind of earpiece. So I'm gonna add just a thickness of the front of his helmet, but then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna add some more details with the others, with this one, because I wanted to add like his little antenna, but I want to do this first before I draw the back of his head, so I don't draw through it. And the other side is going to be back behind the helmet, so we're going to draw the details of this antennae first, and then I will add the back. Let me thicken it up like I was talking about, and add just, again, crazy science details. And yeah, so now I can draw the back of the helmet back behind it. So now I know a start-stop point, so I don't draw through it. It's going to come down like this, and now I can add the other antenna because I know it's behind this part. But that's all we can see, because it's off to the side like that. You always draw what's in front first, and that way you only have to draw what's left that's visible of what's behind it. See, pretty easy, pretty simple, and a nice way to think about your drawing whenever you're doing something permanent with Sharpies. Pencils you can always erase. Sharpies, you really got to think it through. You know, you got to come up with a plan. That's the kind of thing. All right, so I think that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna get going with the big Sharpie now. So I'm gonna draw his collar, and I'm gonna give him like packs. Like he's got what do you call it? Like straps and packs and stuff, holding all of his stuff, all of his whatever ghost-busting stuff people carry, talismans and anti-jinx weapons, and maybe some chicken bones or a horseshoe, a little piece of iron, little things that help protect you from the goblins and the elves that'll hunt you back. So he's got to protect himself from all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna show his arm right here, but let me do that first. I'm gonna add a little detail, but that's why I stopped, because the arm is gonna be right there, and I gotta draw what's in front first, then I can draw what's behind. But I'm gonna add the small detail to this belt. No, not a belt strap. What's this called? Shoulder pack strap type kind of thing. Because we're here, because we did it, so I want to add a little bit of extra detail, a little bit of extra fun. Might as well. We're here. We're doing it, right? That's what we started with. I'm trying to build you up something rather than just draw the floating arm, just a little bit of extra stuff to make it all fit together. But we started with this first, so let's just finish this up, add the little packs and straps and detail in a 3D-ish looking strap or pocket. And then I can add all the extra stuff afterwards. But like I said, this will work for now. Okay, so let's see. Just a little bit of extra fun. So now let's add. Let's just build in front. The arm going in front of his body here. So it's also let's give him like a shoulder pad, like I was talking about, a little protective piece, and. Let's see, I'm gonna basically just draw material now, because he's wearing a suit, a little elbow pad right here, but he's wearing like a jumpsuit, which is cloth. So I'm just gonna draw a bunch of bumps for where the cloth is gonna be. I'm gonna draw his wrist back to his elbow, and let me add some of that detail so you can see where we are. A little bit of hard edge armor, basically, for his arm pad, shoulder pad. Sorry, but this is all wrinkled and folded because it's a jumpsuit. It's cloth, and I like adding the cloth material to show the wrinkles, to show that it's cloth material. It gives it some life, some character. It gives your character. Okay. Good to me. And now I can close this off because I have a stop point. So basically I can close it, because that's why I was just floating it like that, because I didn't know exactly where it was going to be, but I was giving myself a little bit of extra room to be safe. But following the sketch, following the plan, that's what you always want to do. All right, so let's go ahead and give him a little bit of detail in his jacket here. I'm sorry, his jumpsuit, his hunting suit. But again, it's cloth, so we can do some wrinkles and folds to show that it's all bent up and squished because his body's kind of turned. Okay. So now let's draw his like ghost detector, his EMF detector. He's holding like that. So we're basically just going to be drawing the back of his hand, holding his electronic thing. I don't know what we're going to draw yet. Well, I know what I'm going to draw, but I don't know the exact detail. Let's give him some knuckle duster knuckles. Then I can draw his fingers just kind of wrapped around. Simple like that. Okay? But I'm going to add a little bit of extra detail. Again, with the Sharpie pen, just to, make it come alive so it's not just flat. Okay? Alright. Okay, alright. Getting excited. I want to draw more detail, but I gotta give me something to draw, right? Alright, so I want to do like the back of it, kind of like I know the idea here, so I'm just gonna give it some extra little spaces and maybe a wire like this coming out, and then I'm gonna add some extra detail to the back of it. We're looking at the back, so we don't have to worry too much about it, but I want to do like maybe an antenna like his helmet there, that projects or reads, and maybe afterwards we'll do like the crazy effects coming off it or something. I don't know. We'll see. But we're just gonna break it up. Maybe do like a little piece like that, and maybe a little explosions, like, well, not explosion, but the little things. But this is the back, so I'm just gonna give it like some buttons, and maybe it's where the batteries go and stuff like that, because again, it's the back, so I don't want to do too much, but it's got to be more than just a flat piece. All right. Awesome. All right. Cool. Okay. Looks good to me. Close off a few of these, add a little detail in here because we can. It's getting a little bit busy, so I think we should move. Let's move to the rest of it, and we're going to switch out his arm. Now his other arm is kind of like leaning back behind his body, so you're seeing like less of the actual arm, but you can see the shoulder like this because it's back behind his body, so it's coming in, tucked in, and then there's his elbow crease down to his forearm coming out like this. So see, you can only see so much of it. So all we're really going to do is draw like his, the details, but like his hand holding the sword, kind of like all we're going to see is like this, just the angle out, and then we're going to add some kind of extra something. We don't know what it is exactly because I don't know what I'm going to draw. I mean, I do, but I don't, right? Because he's basically, so basically what I'm trying to do is I'm holding open like this because he's got something in his hand. It's not closed, it's wrapped around something. So you can see like the pinky, just the edge of it like that, because I'm forcing the fingers out to make it a grip around something. All right. So we're gonna make that grip of a handle of something, maybe that's going around this way, but I don't know what it is yet. Just something that he made of parts from Home Depot. He just pulled some stuff out and bought his science stuff so he can make what he needs, and just something out of electronics for his science. That's really all we can say. So I'm going to add just something crazy like this because I don't know why. It's just, it's better to break up the symmetry to make it more interesting. And I'll just add some kind of, I almost said space details, but no, these are science details, basically is what this is going to be. And, that means it's going to be some pipes and wires and all kinds of fun stuff that, he got from the science store. It was all the stuff he used to put it together, basically, because he just used science stuff, So what I think I'm going to do after I add some wires and lines and details here is I'm going to, sorry, there's a dog barking outside. I'm going to make a big sword coming out, just a big type kind of thing. Kind of like a lightsaber, I think, just kind of a power blade, because if it's a ethereal type kind of ghost thing, then it doesn't need to be a hard-edged blade, and we can make this the emitter of the gigantic blade stuff. So I'm going to do like I do with the normal lightsaber stuff of lift and draw. So I'm gonna like draw it out like this, like here's, well, okay, well, this is the center mystery piece. Don't know what it is. It's just something that's gonna shoot out fire, shoot out a flame or something, So I'm going to come out like this, and I'm still gonna give it a sword type kind of look, but I'm gonna lift, draw it, then draw and lift, go down, lift, and like that. And it's still got the look of some kind of gigantic power blade type kind of thing. I don't know. Again, it's Sunday Funday. We get to do whatever we want. All right? Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to give him his packs and belts and extra stuff where he carries everything, because now we're just going to do like everybody else that's got, this extra stuff they carry. The extra packs and straps and whatnot, Okay, all right. Okay, so just gonna add his packs, the details, a little fun stuff, make it a little more real, a little more 3D, and maybe a little bit extra here, just to kind of break up the blankness, just to give it some extra detail. And we're gonna say the flap is out this way a little bit, just to kind of, make it realistic, so to speak. And then, let's see, so now I can, add some legs. So for the rest of them now, we're just basically going to be drawing, legs and boots. That's pretty much it. But, a little bit of extra, obviously, but, the most part, we did all that on top. So now I can draw just some extra stuff hanging down. But, ooh, you know what? Let's add mystery stuff, like let's think this through. Like he needs something else, like we don't know what this is, but he's got his stuff that he makes, and it's going to be coming down there, but I want to draw his leg. It's going to be back behind him because it's not in front, and it's kind of a mystery thing. So we'll kind of make it like if we were watching a character, this is behind him and this is one of these other weapons, but you can't see it. So we're just going to make something kind of crazy. And so let me finish up the leg here. I'm going to give him a knee pad. Let me finish up this leg so I can actually draw what's in front, and then we'll draw back behind it. So here's his crotch. We'll draw his other leg coming down, and I'm gonna add the knee pad just to give me a start-stop point so I know where I am. And so now let's draw. Okay, so I don't know what it is, but it's hanging down, and we're just gonna give it an odd shape and then build off of that. There you go. So and maybe some hanging off like this. So it's fun to do stuff like that, to not even think about where it's going, and just let's build off of this. Let's just say maybe it's a wrench, maybe it's a sword, maybe it's a gun, but it's something that's behind him. That's another one of his weapons. You can't keep everything in front. Sometimes you got to keep stuff in back. So it's just a way to bring it alive by drawing something that's a little bit more unexpected and unseen, that mystery of what if, or what is it, So let me add some creases and folds. I like to add my creases and folds where he gets a lot of bends, and usually the waist, the crotch, the knees, the elbows, all the places where there are hinges, you get a lot of stress on cloth. So it helps to bring it and make it come alive by doing stuff like that, All right, and his pants are tucked into his knee pads, so I'm going to go ahead and add some extra creases here, and maybe make this little cargo pant come alive by putting something in there, but you never know what it is. That's the nice mystery of it, Okay, so let's see. I think let's just add some crazy details. So again, we don't know what this is, but this is just something that it's part of his ghost hunting arsenal. You know, he keeps with him. We're gonna break up the silhouette by adding some strange little extra pieces here. Don't know what it is, but that's what we're gonna add. You know, and sometimes it helps to make crazy things like that. And it's unexplainable, and that's the nice thing is we don't have to explain anything. We just make crazy stuff, you know. And so yeah, I just like to add little extras, and sorry, my hand's sweaty. Little extras to make it a little unique, basically, you know. And then maybe if this was a comic, maybe if this was a cartoon, maybe that would come into play later. But for now, this is just one of his many toys, his many ghost hunting weapons, you know. And who knows what it is, but it's just something cool and different. All right, it breaks up the silhouette, makes it a little different, a little crazy, you know. Okay, so let's just add a little bit of detail. So it's not just a flat piece, not just a flat knee pad, even though they are flat, you know, there's never anything really crazy, but it is our piece. So now I just gotta add the bottom of the legs, just gonna add some the bottom of the pants tucked into the boots. So I'm gonna add pants and then tuck it in right here. Do the same thing over here, tuck it in. And then just boot, regular old combat boot. So this one's going to be coming down and more pointed straight at you kind of scenario. It's a little round at the bottom. And there's the front toe, and I'm going to just add a little bit of extra detail, then come down here and do the front. There's the toe. There's the back. And the heel. Then add the bottom, and let's put some tread, some big old fat tread. That's what helps him keep his steady, right? All right. Awesome. And let's oh, you know what? Hang on, before I forget, let's add laces. So I'm just going to do a simple X pattern going across, you know, as if they're aligned across. We don't have to get too specific, but we're just breaking up the space. Basically, is what we're doing. And you're looking at a different angle here. Going down and about there. So now I'm gonna add like the places that it's tying together. So just a little bit of extra lines, just to, you know, creases and folds, but a little bit of extra lines to, you know, break the space up and make it look well worn, make it used like it's something he does, you know. So the line's going holding it on the edge like that. Do another one there, and then do the outer edge. Outer edge there, and if you want, you can add like circles for laces, things like that, but I'm just gonna give it a little bit of those lines just to break it up. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just giving you a little something extra. And the outer edge here. Okay, and you know, just do what you like. You know, edge of the boot, and there you go, looking pretty good. So there you go. I think we take care of the rest with color. So for Sunday Funday, that is a ghost hunter. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.